Hi, my name is Teresa Cooper. This is my SWOT analysis finding. Um, for the Warren School District in Warren, Arkansas. The strengths in our community is that we are heavily involved in our football program. Our boys just recently won the 2014 8-4-A conference championship. The school district has a great working relationship with local business and industry partners, and a majority of our teachers are strong educators that work hard for student achievement. All of the teachers employed are Arkansas State certified and are all listed as highly qualified. The school motto has always been academics come first. This was adopted by Andrew Talbert. The school system has always promoted excellence in education. We have a strong support for literacy first. It recognizes that literacy and reading skills are fundamental components to all subject matters. We have 150 new Chromebooks in our English department. Every child will have its own Chromebook. We have the Southeast Arkansas Community-Based Education Center, which serves as our career and technical education for our students. This will help our students to be more career-oriented. CBEC has just installed Apple TVs in the classroom. Again, this is an extension of the use of technology in the classroom. Our district is the only one in the state of Arkansas that will fully implement the standards-based education throughout the entire school structure. With the implementation of standards-based education, Warren High School will eliminate grade levels. These numbers that 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 being proficient, 1 being basic, being below basic, these numbers will correlate with the numbers that are generally seen on standard-based testing. Our weaknesses are we do not have very many African American teachers in our school. We lost 4 this year, and Warren High School has never had a uniquely diversified staff. There's never been a point where there has been 30% of the teachers to be African Americans. And this is quite a concern because the ethnic background never mirrors that of the student population. And we also had a high turnover this year. Some of the teachers retired, others resigned, and within the last month, over 13 faculty and staff left the district. These are very disturbing numbers, being that we are implementing this new way of instruction. Our superintendent was a heavy supporter of that, and she has now left the district. And that means that we'll have to train more teachers. There is a marginal lack of community and parental involvement. Most parental and community involvement takes place in the younger grades, but at the high school level, we don't have that, and our sign-in sheets reflect so. The district is not active in social media, which is a huge tool for community involvement. The extent of social media for Warren High School is a football page and the Booster Club page. CBEC Adult Education does have a Facebook page. The problem is that you cannot access it from the school. There are no social media pages to keep the parents and the community aware of events that may be going on within the district. And many parents and students alike spend more time at their computers. We have a limited financial resources here in Warren. Warren could very well be considered rural south, and the resources are not readily accessible. In this day and age, times are trying for everyone, so outside financial resources are hard to come across. We do have some opportunities amidst the weaknesses that I just listed. We have spent over $2 million on standard-based education. This will give our students an opportunity to be able to compete globally. Students will graduate with efficiency in technology, a firm based on educational standards, and a head start on solid career choices. We have a great athletic program, and with the school choice, it has the potential to bring different groups of athletes to the program. The athletic program is one of the best in the state. We have 4 recent graduates. Still, 3 are NFL players and who can be great assets to our school financially and with volunteerism. One works for the University of Arkansas at Fayetteville. These connections create opportunities, and their visual representation provides a great ego boost, not just for our school system, but for the community as a whole. We have a new chicken plant that may be able to donate monies and offer recent grads job opportunities. At present, they have over 300 employees, which in itself provide a big economic boost for Warren. The threats: it is possible that the students may be coming from the Hermitage School District. Many of our students who could not function in Warren School District has transferred from other schools. Once these students become ours, we must meet them where they are so that the students can easily adapt to the rigor and the relevance of our program. Our vision is to increase academic achievement, strengthen pre-K programs, strengthen the curriculum, maximize instructional time, teach literacy skills in all content areas, analyze achievement results, and use that to drive instructions to address the weak areas. Analyze achievement results and use the finding to eliminate ineffective instructional strategies and to institutionalize effective instructional strategies. Reach out to the Hispanic community, provide student handbooks in Spanish and in English, provide school parent communication in Spanish and English, and to provide staff training in cultural differences. Identify problems or issues are: there are not enough African American teachers in our district. The SWAT team will focus on our teacher cadet program and place more emphasis on it to the African American population, male and female alike. The SWAT team will also look at past data for hiring processes for African American teachers and find out what processes are already in place for hiring minorities as a whole. Our community resources and agencies needed: Armstrong Wheat Plant, Lions Club, Potlatch, Emmanuel Baptist Church, the Bradley County Chamber of Commerce, the Bradley County Economic Developmental Corporation, Southeast Arkansas Community Action Corporation. And our plan for securing community resources and agencies. Step 1, the first action step, will be to identify all stakeholders, their skills, their knowledge, and their expertise. In order to identify the stakeholders, it will be important to understand the roles of potential stakeholders and assets where their expertise lie. The key school community utilized administrators. Jerry Daniels, the school board president, will appoint a committee consisting of representatives from each school building and to community members to seek out potential qualified African American employees. The committee should be diligent and rigorous in seeking out qualified candidates that possess the skills, determination, and dedication and would be fully committed to the progression of student success. Principals at each school building will appoint public relations persons to collect information on all forthcoming events to distribute to all local media outlets so that the community can be well informed. The technical team, East students and the East teachers will be responsible for creating social media pages that will be responsible for keeping school businesses and school news up to date and accessible on all social outlets. Action 2. Once members have been identified, then assignments should be given so that needs can be assessed. Gather data on past hiring trends within the district, as well as data on current African American teachers within the district. Our action 3, members of the committee will present information and engage in dialogue with stakeholders. Committee members will analyze information gained from conversation with stakeholders and note any confirmation for assistance, denial of assistance, prices, and dates compatible for initiating plans, and the resources needed for implementation. Action 4, members of the committee will begin implementation. After a specific period of time, members will prepare a short presentation to update stakeholders on progression. This is the research base for social media for school communication, the pipeline for African American teachers, and the resources for Bradley County. Significant. Communities that are aware of the day-to-day functions of the school system provide a stronger support base. Benefits: it creates opportunities for growth, partnerships, and advancement toward closing gaps. Benefits of a more diversified staff: increases the visibility of more minorities in the educational system. Prevention solution: utilizing social media prevents unwarranted lapse in communication. If the proper procedures take place, communication will expand and will provide the opportunity for more meaningful conversations about the education system. Equal opportunities and equal access will be strong indicators. Promote student achievement. Students' achievement will be promoted as communication increases and diversity is spread out among the district. Community resources and agency role. Local businesses can be used to display monthly newsletters. Local radio stations could provide weekly designated spots for education communication. Local churches can be used to help disseminate communication. The local NAACP can utilize to seek out qualified African American candidates. Local nonprofits can be utilized as supportive resources for school support. Community resource agency justification. Local businesses are a great avenue because the community frequents them on a daily basis, and having that support of the businesses to produce free advertisement cuts down on the cost for the district and provide an avenue for communication. Fiscal, material, technology resources needed. There's no true cost in the proposed items unless in-kind is not an option. Minimum cost would be the use of the radio airtime, access to internet service, and printing services. Material, it is imperative to have an access to social media websites. Technological, computers and printers are essential for communication efforts as well as efforts to create more diversified school district. Plan for securing physical, material, technological resources needed. Since there is just a limited need, the SWAT team should initially start with those resources that are already available. Initial resources will begin with what is available within the school district. Once those resources have been exhausted, the SWAT team should move forward in soliciting in-kind from those local businesses and religious institutions that are willing to volunteer time and services. It is important that a plan is in place to respond to physical, material, and technological problems for a sufficient resolution. The aforementioned items are imperative to increase the progression of the school system and its diversified staff. Law, policy impacting or impacted by the plan. Executive Order 10-925, signed by President John F. Kennedy on March 6, 1961, required government contractors to take affirmative action to ensure that applicants are employed and that employees are treated during employment without regard to their race, creed, color, or national origin. Act 1280 requires that high school require a distant learning class to be taught. It also is a graduation requirement. Major goals. The school district will be proactive in hiring minorities. Communication will be disseminated in a timely manner and through many outlets. Frivolous lawsuits based on race will be extremely diminished. Project objectives. Short-term objectives for solving the problem. The district will form committees to seek out qualified African American applicants. The district will utilize resources to disseminate communication. Long-term objectives for solving the problem is the school district will increase the number of African American employees significantly over a period of time. The school district will close the gap on the lack of communication to the community. Short-term key strategies. The school will meet with all committees on a regular basis to check progress. Long-term strategy. Committees will continually keep current data on the progression of the work. Results and outcome. The expected results are that the school district will have a diversified staff. This will show in good faith the efforts to hire minorities. It will also increase the visual appearance of students seeing people that look like them in educational positions. An increase in community efforts will solicit more parental and community involvement, which in turn will create more opportunities for collaborations and partnerships. And this is the result of my finding for the SWOT analysis. I hope you enjoy.